Hi there, my name is David Oakes. I'm from North Highland College. I'm a gamekeeping lecturer up there. I have been for the last 6 years now. So a little bit about me and where I've come from. I went to school in Edinburgh, absolutely hated school, hated it with a vengeance, left almost as soon as I could. Had a passion for fishing. I went to my careers advisor, as I do, going through school, going through high school, and said, you know, this is what I'd like to do. I'd like to be a fisherman or fishing gilly or whatever. And they said, well, to do that, you have to be a fishing gilly's son. Become a joiner, go to Telford College, wherever, down in Edinburgh, and follow that path. So, me being the person I am, of course, that's the thing I didn't do. I went off and just mucked around a little bit, tried to get jobs wherever I could, and really was at a loss end, centre of Edinburgh, wanting to be out in the countryside all the time. And then it wasn't until I actually went into the job centre, spoke to a careers person there, and they said, how about going to college? There's a gamekeeping college. And just from that moment on, there's like, that was the spark that I needed. The whole of school had kind of failed me, I felt. Just because I was lost, I wasn't ready for it. This was what I wanted to do, but I didn't know how to get into this. So this is where I've moved on. So I went to college, down in the Borders College. I worked on work placements there, throughout there. Became like a pony boy. Worked within the sector for about 20 years as a deer stalker. And now I've gone full circle, now working up at the college. As I say, where I've been for 6 years. So, at North Highland College we run, there's 3 courses. We've got a 2-year modern apprenticeship course where the students, it's age restrictive, so it's 16 to 19 that our students are coming in at. So we tend to take them straight from school. We're restricted also to 15 students or applicants a year, because generally they're 16 years old, and we have to do field trips, and we've got a 17-seater minibus, so it's pretty much just down to logistics. It's quite a good size group as well if we get 15, and normally every year we're oversubscribed, so there is quite high competition. I'm just going to flip through these kind of slides. I've just put this together, and like others, like John, I'm winging it a bit today, but to become a gamekeeper, does anybody know how you become a gamekeeper apart from college? What you need, the key skills as a young person, what would the key skills, 5 key skills going into industry, what do you reckon they are? Oh. So, the 5 key skills that I would say is honesty, willingness, good presentation, good timekeeping, and just an enthusiasm for the job. And if you come to me, you come to North Highland College and you want to do this career, I will put you in touch with an estate. So the way that the modern apprenticeship programme runs, that we do, is that you are all working on estates. You come out of school, you're not, generally if you're like me, you didn't really like school, you just want to get out there and work, and you're there on the estate, working, training on that estate, and that can be wherever it is in Scotland. The best thing that we do is when you apply to the college, so our courses run from June, we do things very differently. It's June right through, so our induction programme is in June, so really you want to be applying to the college if you're looking at that by about February, even before then. And if you're know of estates, or you know, you've targeted an estate that you'd like to, you've approached them and they'll take you on, willing to take you on, that's great. If you haven't, then I manage to find estates, they come to me, and then I get the right person to marry them up. And the key to our success is that we try to make sure that the young person is matched up with the right estate, so fits in with what they would like to do. So if it's working with ponies out, working with deer, or working more with grouse or with pheasants or wherever it is, if you're really keen. I live in Kingussie, and my office is in Thurso. I'm going there this afternoon. But yesterday I was in Perth, checking up on a student on his estate there. Last week I was all over the place. Got students in Isla. So what's key is that we cover all of Scotland, and our students are coming to us and we want to make sure that they are in the right place. So if they're close to home or want to move away from home, whatever it may be, we get them onto the right estates, hopefully. It's a 2-year programme, as I said, and in the first year of the college, of that modern apprenticeship programme, they are in college in sort of 4 or 5 weeks. What's again really important is that they have that time with us up at college. We assess them on their training. We also deliver certain skills, key skills and key certificates and accreditation that they need to go out and do the job. With that as well as they're making friends, so gamekeeping can be very remote. This is on an estate in it's kind of in Cairngorms. It's Fallar Estates, actually where I started as a pony boy. This is 14 miles off the nearest road. The nearest neighbour was about 8-mile walk from there. This is young Ryan. He started with us. He was from Cooper Angus, and he ended up going up to Fallar there, and he thrived there and went on to get jobs elsewhere. So it's really important that when you come up to college, you are in remote places. You're meeting up with your peers, your friends, your other students, and we put you together and you learn from each other. And this is kind of like your buddy group. You build up a good friendship, a network, and you'll use that network going forward, whether it's getting dogs or finding jobs or buying a gun or whatever it may be. This lad, Greg, he studied with us for 4 years, so doing a 2-year modern apprenticeship course, went on to do his NC and then his HNC. He's currently full-time employed down in Invermark Estate. The great thing about our courses as well is very similar to what Liz was saying earlier, is that you can come in, do the modern apprenticeship programme for 2 years, you can then go off, get jobs, further employment, come back, do the NC course if you wish, and potentially the HNC. If students are staying with us for 4 years, they pretty much all get jobs. It's a growing sector. There's massive demand for fully trained young gamekeepers and stalkers. And likewise, it's not all about gamekeeping, shooting deer, whatever it may be. It is about managing the land, and there's more emphasis on that all the time. The progression routes with our courses, very much the same. We're going into lots of different jobs. So SNH actually take on a lot of our students. Our students from King UC as well, David Mackenzie, who worked on SNH. I'm not sure if he's in that picture or not. He is. He's sort of third from the left standing. He went on to become the manager out on Rum, the reserve manager out there. He incidentally absolutely hates SNH. He just doesn't agree with their policies, and he's there to try and change them. He loves his job and all the rest of it, but so he's again done very well coming in through our courses, progression routes, all the rest. Again, going by the slides, these just to the young guys, it's a real practical job. There is a lot to do with working with others, your key skills, IT work. IT is, in every sector is growing fast, and there's so much of a need for that, especially when, again, as John said, going into Brexit, we don't know where the future is. It is full of challenges. Our challenge is to educate people about the positive work that we do, and that with more control and licensing and all the rest, we have to make sure that we're doing the most professional job that we can do, especially when it comes to predator control. Nobody likes it, but it has to be done for a certain amount of balance, and it's got to be done professionally and in the right place. Also managing our Scotland's deer herds, that's, you know, it's a massive sector. Venison's a very big sector as well, and all our students we train right through that, how to deal with that through deer management qualification. Identifying the flora and fauna and the places on the estates. Again, it's like John was saying, stock management. We have to understand when the grazing pressure is getting too high, deer numbers get too much, then the first thing that's going to show or have an impact on is the habitat. And if it's growing trees, like Liz was saying, we have to be able to discuss with foresters, other land managers, other land users, to engage with them to see what our priorities are and work together. We train all our students like that. I'm going to flip through these because we are getting to the end. Students are working in very much different classrooms all around, very practical, do different skills, and win awards as well, be on TV shows, engage with young people, and I think that's the end. Thanks very much for your time.